Hey, hey, what's up, y'all? It's JR Hoop, here back with another one, here in the Get Motivated Studios. About to talk that shit. You guys, gotta get your water in, baby. But today, we're gonna talk about how I have never seen so many broke rich people in my life. It's like a, it's like a infestation of broke rich people, especially here in California, LA. It's a gang of broke rich people. And what I mean by that is that we have so many people that want to live that rich lifestyle, that want to act like they rich, they want to dress like they rich, but they don't put in no work to actually become rich. It's like if you broke and you ain't where you want to be in life, why are you waking up at 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon? When you are out here hustling and trying to become something and become successful, there is no reason why you not up bright and early before the sun get up. You know, back in my younger days, when I used to really, try to figure out what I wanted to do in my life, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, what direction I was going, but I knew every day me and my homeboy D used to wake up and we used to try to figure it out. We used to try to figure it out every morning. There was no such thing as sleeping in. We'll wake up early, go to this spot, apply, go to that spot, apply, you know, try to, do research. And then, so I remember my license was suspended. So me and him used to catch the bus to certain places and then try to apply and figure this out. But nowadays, we got grown ass men that are nowhere near, and women too, we're adults. We have adults that are nowhere near where they want to be or where they even should be, and and are under messed up circumstances in life that don't put in the work. You'll call them and they ask to be knocked out sleep in the afternoon and be okay with that. But they want to live this rich lifestyle. That's what I call broke rich people. They don't want to put in the work, but they want to act, and then they want to act like they'll. Oh, and those people always have all the ideas. The people that have nothing going on in life, they sure miss their calling because they could make someone who don't know them fooled because they have all the ideas, all the answers in the world about how you should do this business and this and that. They have all the answers in the world, but are lazy as fuck. That's a pet peeve of mine. I really dislike, hate is such a strong word, but I dislike lazy people and people who make excuses. Like, you should be up. If you don't have nothing going on in your life, you are not where you want to be in life. You should be up first thing in the morning and be the last one to go to sleep trying to figure it out. Cause look, when I had lost, I was young. I was in early 20s, way early 20s, like 20. I had lost my job. You know, I was trying to figure out what I want to do next, and I started me a small little car wash business. It was mobile, and we had a location. It was a car wash detail business. Me and my homeboy, we both didn't have um, anything really going on in our life, so we took our change, our last little change, and we went invested in a bunch of equipment and some to hook up, get us a little BS $1,500 truck, and we were just riding around. We wake up every single morning trying to get clients every day. There was two main streets in the valley where I'm from, Lancashire and Sepulveda, and they had a bunch of car dealerships. And what we used to do is every morning we'll wake up and try to get them to mess with us. And I remember this is like early 2000, so I remember we used to go to the car dealerships and wake up early in the morning. We wake up like 5, 6 in the morning, load the truck, and then get ready, and then by like 8 o'clock we had the first dealership. Boom, we got the first dealership. We used to say, hey, do you need our services, this and that? And sometimes we get turned away. And then we would even say, look, man, we'll just wash down because, the cars get dusty overnight. I said, we'll come by and then we'll wash down all the cars real quick for you for a dollar a car. Boom. Some gave us business, some of us didn't. So we'd be out there early, boom, wash the car, dollar, 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 dollar. And then we go on to the next one, do it again. Hey, we got this little car wash service that we started, and we gonna do mobile, all that, this and that. Man, we didn't know what the hell we was doing, but we was trying. I wasn't but I was giving it my all. We was both giving our all. So we would go, and then we end up getting, we didn't get a lot, but we got a good amount. Where we was got every morning we would have to go down $1 a car, boom, knock them out, knock them out. Then we had a small physical location, and we was just trying, and we failed. But that was my first business I started. It failed, but it was all about the experience, about discipline, how we woke up every morning trying to get out there, promote ourselves, and learn. It was no such thing as sleeping in. We was not sleeping in. Every day we was trying to make something happen. So it was more of the experience of having to learning how to deal with customers, learning how to get clients, learning business, payroll, keep tech. Cause we did it ghetto style. We was like pocketing the money, we wasn't keeping track. We just like at the end of the day, oh, we made 200 here, here's 100 for you, 100 for me. It was like that. We didn't have no structure in our business, but that was a learning experience. I was young, I didn't know. I just knew I owned my little own business, and to be honest, that was hard work. I'd rather have work for somebody, work for somebody and do that because that was some hard work, man. And then when things was slow, like the rainy season, it got slow. We wasn't managing our money correctly. Things was really screwed up, and it was not easy. But like I said, I don't regret it. It was a learning experience, and then it prepared me for my next business that I opened, and knowing that you need a structure and all that to make this successful. You can't do it. You can't do it ghetto style. You can't get out there and have no paperwork. We didn't even have insurance when we were doing our thing. We didn't even have insurance. So if we was cleaning the car or buffing it or something, and we messed it up, we was gonna be screwed. And luckily, God had our back, and we didn't mess up any cars. But we could have easily buffed in the car. We could have easily burnt the paint, and we was handling a couple of Range Rovers, and we had clients who we used to come and do their Range Rovers and Mercedes and stuff like that. But luckily, we never really messed up any cars, man. But we could have gotten in trouble for that. But that's just a learning experience. And what I'm trying to say here is, when you want it, you get out there and try to do your best to get it. There's no such thing as sleeping in. There's no such thing as excuses. If you want it bad enough, you get out there and go get it done. So that's why I feel like at this point in my life, I'm still figuring things out. I'm still learning every day. But the little things that I do have, I think I worked hard for it. I deserve everything because no one gave me anything. I failed on my own. I kind of got out there and hustled on my own. No one had to tell me, you need to get out here and do this and that and that. It was me trying to become something. It was me trying to find a job, started my own business. It was me. No one was out there with me grinding. It was just my self-motivation, discipline that I had, that I knew I wanted to become something. I wanted to not just be a regular person, just sit back, do a 9 to 5 and be content with my life. I already knew that's not what I wanted. So I had to create this life that I wanted. It was something that I create. So I advise you guys, the lifestyle that you want, you got to create it because no one's going to create it for you. So that's my, little story time. But yeah, man, I was out there trying it. I tried all kinds of stuff. I opened up a weed shop, did that business. We handled the money wrong with that. We got all the licenses except the main one we needed. We didn't know. Had to shut that down, So it's like I kept on trying, man. I was out there trying, man, doing dispensaries. I had a car wash, clothing line, you know, as you see, barbershops. And a lot of people don't know this, that I actually work. I have a career. So I do my career because it pays well. And that's what my career is, what set me up for success on everything else that I had going on in my life. Because a career, think about it, when you, a lot of people want to work for themselves, but it ain't all what everybody makes it seem to be. When you got a career and you work for a company, big company like the one I work for, or I should I say, because we're partners, so I work with that. When you go on vacation, you don't got to worry about getting paid. Yeah, I'm getting paid. Vacation is covered. I don't I don't worry about work. But when you own your own business, there's no such thing as vacation. So that's like me. When I'm on vacation, I'm really not on vacation. I'm covered with the pay and everything because of the company, but my business never closes. I still get phone calls with issues and all that. So if someone doesn't come in, doesn't do what they're supposed to do, I got to get in there and do it. So there's pros and cons to owning your own business. So that's why I always recommend that you should start off with like a good paying career where you're comfortable with and you can live off of, and then work on your business. And then when it gets to that point where you can quit your job, then go there. But that takes a lot of hard work, and you got to sacrifice to do that. So when you work for a company, also they paying. You know how much it costs for your medical and dental, retirement, all that. So there's a lot of things that come into play when you work for a company that they pay for. That if you own your own business, that's you paying for that. You gotta your $5,000 a month in your business profit is not profit. You're gonna have to take some of that money, put it away for retirement. Take some of that money, put it away for your vacation time. Take some of that money, pay for your dental and health and all that stuff. So it's really really hard running a business. It's not easy. You just don't run a business, it becomes successful, and then you make a gang of money. That's not how it works. It's just up to you if you want to make those sacrifices. But again, stop being fake rich. Stop being broke rich. Actually be rich. Get out there, hustle, grind. Stop sleeping in. Work on your mental, work on your body. Because if you look good, you feel good, and then people treat you better. If you don't take care of yourself and you look like shit, then people's gonna treat you like shit. So take care of yourself. Take care of your brain. Take care of your physical and mental. And get out there, because anybody can do it. One person's not better than the other. When I see people out there successful doing it, I don't I don't I don't look at them and say, why not me? When I see someone successful and they doing it, I say, I can get there too. They did it, I can do it. They not better than me. Period. So, y'all, that's it. That's all for my message. But yeah, remember one thing: no matter what you're going through, always keep it player. Yeah, baby, keep it player. All right.